Ladies and gentlemen, David Hall here again with part 2 of the piece on vision-led innovation, explaining this new innovative approach to driving the innovation process. The model I want to share with you today is what I call the jigsaw metaphor for the innovation process, and it starts with this. The observation that the vast majority of organisations, when they're looking to drive transformation, when they're looking to push a step change into an organisation, is they put a call out for as many people as possible to identify as many ways as possible in which they can drive the change process. And what we end up with is a whole mishmash of ideas that don't necessarily mesh together. Some are good ideas, some are bad ideas, and it's equivalent to having a pile of jigsaw pieces slapped on the table. Some of them are part of the vision that you want to drive forward, some of them are completely inconsistent with it, some of them are good bits, some of them are bad bits, and we have no real idea of how they're all going to slot together. So there's no big picture. Huge amount of wasted effort because some of those bits will never see the light of day. What we then do is start to assemble those pieces in a very localized way with various people identifying various bits that seem to fit together, and in complete isolation from a bigger picture start to add those bits together and start to construct the jigsaw model with no real coherence. This is a devolved process driven bottom up, because we're encouraging people locally to do their own thing. What we need to do in the vision-led approach is to make sure we've got a complete vision of where we want to drive the organisation to. An image that's understood by everyone. This is the big idea. This is the thing that will excite people to engage in assembling the innovation jigsaw model. You can then instantly see which initiatives start to fit together and start to put them in place. You can pick up each individual piece of the jigsaw, hold it up against the final vision and see if it fits. If it doesn't fit, get rid of it. Don't waste your time on it. If it does fit, you know roughly where it goes. If it goes somewhere where there are some other bits fitting in neatly together, then that's great. You're starting to assemble a bigger picture. If not, you leave it there in roughly the right place and start to dovetail other initiatives into it as time goes by. What this means is you absolutely minimize risk in the process. You minimize the wasted time, resources, and money. It is a much more effective way of driving the change process. Now, what we have in the Idea Centre is a whole range of tools and techniques that will equip individuals with the understanding and the skills to actually make this happen. We have techniques for assisting in the development of that stretched vision, that big picture, the big idea that's going to drive the innovation process. And we then have a whole range of techniques that will allow you to unlock that big idea into a series of ideas that are truly novel and useful. And that's what the Idea Centre is all about. If anyone wants to find out any more about this, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me.